have just been made aware that I was wearing that same top for a long time. The days go past very quickly, and they all seem to merge into one. And it's hard to remember how many days you've been wearing a strap top for, especially if you start wearing things over the top of it. Sometimes you forget that you haven't changed your strap top. But anyway, I try not to wear a strap top for more than 5 days in a row. But anyway, I've changed it. And yes, so I want to talk about something important. I couldn't sleep last night, and I was just thinking about something that I would love to do. So I'm thinking about the rapture and how amazing my life would be when I enter into heaven. And yes, I think the first thing that I would want is definitely a nose job, because that's going to take at least 3 months to heal. And because my mind is, I just want to, if you can see, I just want this little bit here to just taken off, not much, just a little bit like that, just a tiny little bit there, so that it looks less round. So I'd want a nose job, and then my teeth as well. I don't know what's wrong with them, but I don't know how to fix them, but it's not, I look like Bugs Bunny. So yes, I would like to get some sort of night brace or something like that I can fix those two things. And then skincare. I've got some weird brown stainage, and I don't know if there's anything like that can be done to get rid of that. And foundation does get rid of it, but I don't really wear foundation a lot, so I don't know if there's. I know there's some creams. Fade out cream usually works, but I don't. I need to, I want to know if there's just what kind of creams there are to even out skin tones. So after those things are done, I would like to talk about why, who knows, why people have been ignoring me, and then I want to go to AJ Miller. My plan actually with AJ Miller would be something that I've had an idea yesterday when I was quite serious about it, that I go down to Australia or wherever he is and actually meet him face to face and tell him that yes, I believe that he's the Jesus that inspired the Bible, and that I've got a huge amount of funding from some rich billionaires who are going to help promote you, and I don't know how I would play in the fact that I am Eve. I kind of want to talk to him. I think I want to talk to him most because I feel like he's the only person in the world who can understand me. You know, to know that you are a religious figure or were a guy who inspired a religious figure, and yet to have to go a very, very long time with people not believing you or people not supporting you. Okay, AJ Miller's not been in the same position that I've been in. He has got some response. He did get a group of following. a group of people who, my throat has been hurting ever since I was shouting at that guy yesterday. He's someone who he's someone who might be able to help me with my own mental state, because I know that he's gone through a similar thing to what I've gone through. Not as bad, nowhere near as bad, but he would know how frustrated he is and angry at the church for not believing that he was the real guy who lived and died 2,000 years ago. And so, yeah, he would be one of the first people that I think would help me with my recovery, because, but I would like to talk to him on a sort of more friend basis, to find out, like, what he thinks of the possibility of me being Eve. I don't even know if I'll tell him at this point. I think it would depend on the conversation, but I would like a nice holiday, and one of the ideas is taking him on that same resort and just having a holiday with him for a week, having no pressure for him to believe or anything. If he doesn't want to believe, then that's fine, but just to meet him, and then during that time reveal to him that I'll tell him at the beginning that I want to help him, but then reveal to him halfway through the holiday that actually, and then give him a list of names that have 1,400 people on there, and then tell him that on a specific day I asked all these people on this list to post an advert of him, or just post something on their Instagram page saying that they believed that AJ Miller was the guy who inspired the Jesus character. And I don't know what they would want to say, it's up to them. But yes, I would love to play it very cool and just be like, yeah, I'll help you, I'll give you a free holiday, and we can talk. And then just the reveal halfway through that actually I've just, because it's supposed to be God who elevates Jesus, and God who raises Jesus up. Like, that's what a lot of Christians believe. And I'd love to replay this, only do it with AJ Miller, and do it whilst on a holiday, and do it very casually, like, oh yeah, I've just got 1,400 people to make a post about you on Instagram and promote you as being the real Jesus. Oh, and you might not be able to go back to your property because your life now might be in danger. I'd probably have to reveal that at some point as well, because there's a lot of mad people who believe in Jesus, and if they think that 1,400 people have just given power to AJ Miller, they're going to believe that he's the Antichrist. So, yeah. I'd first tell him that I'm going to help him and that everything's going to be fine, and then I'm going to take him on holiday, and then I just talk to him about my beliefs, see what he believes in, see what he is okay to understand, or see if he is able to believe that I was Eve, and then at some point just be like, yeah, no, I've just look what Nicki Minaj has just posted. Oh, look what Paris Hilton has just posted. Look what all these people have just posted. And then he'll be like, why have they done that? Oh, because I asked them to. Because I'm Eve, and these are my kids. And yes, okay, and there's a big long list of things that I could say against all the singers and celebrities, but I'm sure if you had kids, you would be able to say this. Well, you do have kids. AJ does have, so you can say good and bad things about kids. I unfortunately don't have much good to say, because they've all just been ignoring me. So, but anyway, that's how I'd imagine it playing out, and it needs to be. I think that might help my recovery, just being around him, knowing that he's gone through a kind of similar experience. Knowing something's real, knowing something about you that's real, knowing that people all around the world have picked up on something you went through, but have changed it into something different, and are now just believing a bunch of shit, and they don't care about you. To know that there's billions of people in the church making money off the church, having a good life, living in a nice big mansion, and yet a lot of these people are preaching about heaven, and getting the joy of getting into heaven, and how much God loves you, and all the good things about Jesus and God, when really they're all just believing shit and lies. And I think if I spent a week with AJ, just on a casual level, it might help me recover more. Right now I feel like I've been living in a prison all my life. I'm not convinced that humans are even real, because I think a lot of them are just brainwashed robots, and I'm not even convinced I can live. I'm not convinced that I can do anything, because I don't have the money to do anything. And if someone just gave me the money, like just put £1 million in my bank, I would feel so much better, and I'd feel less suicidal. But I would still be hurt by the life that I've lived, and just the distrust that I now have towards humans, and the hatred that I have towards humans. That's never going to go away. And so yeah, I need a holiday, and I want a team of people to just find real Christians, and I want to have it. I want there to be evidence of people rejecting me, because right now I don't even have evidence of people rejecting me. I don't know who's coming across my videos, but it's not many according to my video and according to my hits. No one's really commenting, and I don't know who's watching, and I think the people who know and believe are taking my videos and putting them on a different channel, and those are the videos that are being watched. But have the people, other people who are doing this, have you told them what my name is? Or am I still being hidden by them? I don't know. And I like this top. This top is quite nice. I look good in dark blue. Bought it for, I think this was about 50p or £1, which is pretty good. I got it a few weeks ago. It looks like stars as well. But yeah, I want to go to lots of places, just nice hotels, lots of nice hotels, and in each place set up a camera and just talk to people. You know, I'm insulting people and saying that they keep rejecting me and they keep refusing to believe in me, but technically I haven't spoken to anyone. I can't get any conversation with people, and therefore I haven't got the real evidence of people saying I don't believe you. And I really wish that I could just get this evidence. You know, just take people on the streets and film them. But I would feel uncomfortable doing that because most people don't like being filmed. Most people don't want to be filmed. If I just got a camera and walked into a church and said, "Hi, I'm Christ," you know, I'd love this to be filmed, but it needs to be set up. You need to, with all this contracts of getting people to sign things, you know, but I'm God. Surely that Sue Me song just came into my head. Sabrina Carpenter's like, "Oh, sue me, sue me." You know, if I was to just film people against their will and film their reaction to me saying to them that I am the real Christ, and them being like, "Oh no, you can't be, you're a blonde girl, you're nothing, you're just crazy," you're insulting me when they don't know anything about me. You know, if I had a bunch of these videos, but yeah, it needs to be the right people. You know, mega churches, people who own mega churches would be a target. People who preach shit. I really want to talk to them and ask them why they think they're not mentally ill, and I want to do it all through the back door. I want to rise myself up through a back door where people don't think I'm famous, and I want to do this for at least 6 months. But I'm aware that I'm going to be very aggravated very easily. But if I'm in a nice resort, if there's, you know, a beautiful pond, swimming pool with gardens and you know, if I'm in a nice location, then I think, and if there's nice food, nice salmon, well cooked, and if I actually feel like I'm being supported, then I'm not going to feel threatened by these people. Right now I feel very threatened by these people because these people are talking for me and they know nothing about me, and I can't get help from anyone because everyone is refusing to help me. So I feel very, very threatened and attacked by all these people who claim to know me when they don't. And I feel like I might be in this position for a very, very long time, because I didn't think I was going to be in this position for 11 years, and I have been, and it feels horrible to think that there's probably lots and lots of people that knew it was going to be this length of time, and yet they still did nothing to tell me. You know, I can't see these people. I can't see people as being my friends, because friends wouldn't do this to their friend. So I don't have any friends here. If I had friends, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in. And it's because I don't have friends that I can't enjoy being alive. And all these Christians that are claiming to need to be saved. Why? You don't need to be saved. You're not in that. You can have friends. People are not turned against you. People have turned against me. They haven't turned against you. But because they're just copying me, they're kind of believing all the things that I'm believing, but they don't see the reality of the fact that they're not in the same position as me. But yeah, what am I going to eat today? I'm tempted to eat spaghetti bolognese, but I really want to starve myself. 8 stone 2 again. 8 stone point 2. And I want to get under 8 stone. So a part of me just wants to I want to go on lots of walks. When I go on, when people come to me and talk to me, I want to go on lots and lots of walks because I feel like I'm losing the energy to do things. So if I go on lots of walks, that puts me in a good mood, and it means that I can eat nice food and not feel like I'm going to gain weight. If all you're doing is lying in bed, it's so easy to gain weight because you're not doing anything, so you're not burning any energy up, but you are still feeling the hunger or feeling like I need to eat. What did I call you again? I've forgotten what I called her. Did I call her Blobby or something? I don't know. Forgotten. I know I called Pinky. Did I call her Pinky? I think I called her Pinky. But yes, that's what I need. I need to go on a nice holiday, go to places, see things, avoid people. I don't want to talk to people. I don't like people, but I do want to be in nice hotels, and I want to talk to people, have a team of people, just get people on a webcam. And I want to have lots of interviews where I can get a real idea of what people are thinking, why people wouldn't believe me, and at the end maybe I can even have a badge, I believe or I don't believe, and then they can take it and leave, and that way they'll always have something to remember me by. That would be an idea, having a badge where if they believe that if I can convince them that I'm Christ in 15 minutes, so I'll have a 15 to 20 minute conversation with all the people that I managed to get to have interviews with, although it should be targeted. And I don't care if you use YouTubers. I think I'm actually okay with I'm okay with using YouTubers, because I feel like if a YouTuber has an interview with me and doesn't believe that I'm Christ, if they do go online, they might not go online, but if they do go online, they're probably just going to say terrible things about me. Now, if they've started saying terrible things about me, all that's going to do is put them in a position where they feel they're going to have to continue standing with that position. You know, they've said lots of terrible things about me. Oh, now I've got famous. You know, I don't want to get famous first. I want to speak to these people first and promote, just tell them that I'm Darla, tell them that I'm this. You don't have to go public. None of this stuff will go public, but okay, they might make it go public, but so what? I feel like the majority of people who are looking for Christ are actually brainwashed fools. So I don't care if these are the people who start talking about me first, because the people that are watching their videos are brainwashed fools, and brainwashed fools are only going to believe whatever they want to believe, which is whatever benefits them. Hence, if some of the YouTubers that I speak to do go online and start saying that, oh, I spoke to this blonde woman who thinks that she's Eve reincarnated, you know, if he does say if they do start talking about me, they're only going to put me in a negative light, which means they're only going to start preparing people to reject me. And I want these people to reject me because they've been insulting me all their life by worshipping the Antichrist. And, you know, so that is how I'd want to start. You know, stage one is when I'm exposed by the media and be given fame. But I want there to be at least 6 months of just talking to people and just getting interviews, so I have an idea of what humans are really like. Because right now I feel like I can't get an idea of what humans are really like because everyone's just ignoring me. That's all anyone has ever done. They've just ignored me, except for that weirdo that called yesterday that was trying to pretend to be my friend and help me when really he just wanted to try and convince me that I was insane. I have so much hatred towards him and he has no clue. You know, even after I spent about 20 minutes screaming at him, die, 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 like I was just literally, I lost my head completely. And then I pretended to be a witch and pretended to cast some sort of to pretend to be casting a spell on him. I did everything I could to get this fucker to leave me alone. And you know what? After a couple of calls, he was still like, I just want to be your friend. What the fuck? I've just spent 20 minutes screaming at you, telling you to fucking go kill yourself. Why the fuck would you want to be my friend? Like seriously, he's got to be such a nut job to still want to be my friend after that. People are fucking insane here and they don't realise it.